Let me tell you about these motherfuckers at Carhop. I have a 2005 Ford Taurus. Got this car on my birthday. A year later, exact same day, the transmission gave out. I went searching for a new car. And one day when I was driving down the street, I looked over, seen Carhop dealership. The commercial, good credit, bad credit, no credit, we take all credit, popped into my head. Let me go check this place out. I walked into Carhop. I looked at like a bum. I'm in charge of that business deal. They want my money. I would go into that business deal that I'm in charge of looking like a bum. I'm gonna act just as dumb. When I intentionally get off course to see how they handle that, tell me what type of people I'm doing business with. After looking at my pay stub, seeing that I meet the financial requirement, we went to go look at cars. One of the cars we looked at was, I think it was a 2010 Nissan Altima. As we are test driving this car, all I hear a little rattling noise, sounding like it's coming from under the hood. That's never good. One of the dealership people was in the car. I asked him, what's that noise? He's like, what noise? That noise that sounds like it's coming from under the hood of the car, that rattling noise. Do you guys know what this motherfucker told me? I should stop myself right now for not getting up and saying fuck it right then and there. He told me that it's known for our cars to make that rattling noise. He must have really looked like I was boo-boo the food. Okay, yeah, I went in there like a bum. So he must have thought I was really boo-boo the food. I didn't know a lot about cars, guys, but I knew good goddamn well no engine ever supposed to make a rattling noise like that. So I was like, you know what? I got 7 days to turn this shit and get my money back. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's just start the process. The next day, I'm gonna take the car into my mechanic. Have them look at this car. And so that's exactly what I did. I dropped the car off. I told them just call me when it's done. Fast forward, they call me, it's done. And so me and my mechanic, we're like this. When I went to go pick up my car, I was like, don't sugarcoat it, keep it real, keep it 100, just tell me like it is. Oh, I can handle it. I'm a big girl. I ain't gonna cry to take it back. Wait, hold on, why? That was the exact word. Let me go see if I can go look at one of their other cars that they may have. Maybe return this one or exchange it. So I go back and I'm telling them what my mechanic said. These motherfuckers act like, how dare I come back with their crap ass car? They told me this when I first got the car, that if it's like the engine or the transmission, you have like a warranty that they will replace it full cost at no expense to you. The catch is that you need to take the car into one of their recommended auto shops. And so they gave me a list of auto shops that they're contracted with. And then they had one auto shop circled that said, we recommend going through these people. Now, I'm not thinking about that one being circled too much. I'm not thinking that these people are that fucking crooked. I was like, okay, I take this sheet of paper and I go to the recommended auto shop on that piece of paper and drop the car off. They look at it, they call me back, and they have the nerve to tell me there's nothing wrong with that car. So that rattling noise is just a figment of my imagination. Right? So this is what I'm going to do. I ended up taking their car to a different mechanic on their list. I'm not going to tell them where the car is from, a normal person that's having car problems. So I take my car and they check it out and they tell me the engine needs to be replaced. So when I got this paper, I take my ass back down to that dealership. They're like, well, our mechanic guy says the car's fine. Okay, well, this mechanic guy is part of your guys' contract and he says they need a new engine. So the guy at the dealership was basically like, okay, so since we have a yay that the car is fine and a nay that the car needs a new engine, take it to one more place and have it checked out. So I took it to another place. Didn't tell those people where I was from, this person having car problems. They gave me a recommendation the car needs a new engine, so I took it back there. These motherfuckers were not trying to honor their warranty whatsoever. They were acting like, how dare I want to return this crap ass car? And I'm not the type of person that like to call the CEO or talk to a person's supervisor unless you're really trying to play a bit. And so that's what I did. I looked at the headquarters, the number, and I called. Tell me why the people on top are more crooked than the people working at the dealership. After I got done talking to the person on top, thinking that this problem was going to get solved, the person on top called the motherfucking black Carhop. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't a pleasant conversation about me. He ended up calling me back. Take your car into another auto shop, but call me before you go. Let me know which one you're going to, and I would pay the inspection fee for you. That way you don't have to pay. Because keep in mind, I paid my mechanic, which is $100. Their recommended mechanic, which was another $100. Then two of their other mechanics, $400. Already wasted. And I was like, okay, that's great. That's so nice of you to click. I did not motherfucking call him. You think I'm dumb? I'm Boo-Boo's cousin. You got me fucked up. I had an appointment out in Puyallup that week. And I was like, this is perfect. Take this car all the way to one of their auto shops and they have the car looked at while I'm at my appointment. Don't tell them where the car is from. I'm just a normal car owner that's having car problems. When it's all over and they call me up, they say the same thing. The car needs a new engine. So I call up the big crooked ass on top and let him know, hey, so I took the car in. They said the same thing. This motherfuckers were was like, why did you go there? You were supposed to call me. How come you didn't call me? Because it does not state that nowhere in this contract that I am required to call you. Well, you were supposed to call me so I can pay for the inspection. It's okay. Me and this cricket motherfucker, we got into it. I don't remember everything that was said, but somewhere in the call, he said, well, Hannah, keep in mind, these phone calls are recorded. Well, ain't that a coinky dink? I'm recording these phone calls too, which I was. In the state of Washington, you are legally required by law to inform the other person on the phone this call is being recorded before any conversation started. When I first called that cricket ass, his assistant answered the phone. I informed the assistant this call was being recorded. Now, if that bitch didn't inform her cricket boss, that ain't my problem. When I informed him that the call was being recorded on my end too, wait, you're recording this phone call too? Yes, I am recording this phone call, but hey, we're recording the same thing, so what's the problem? Hang up the phone. That conversation ended with me deciding how I'm now going to go about this. Still fighting to get the car engine replacement because I met the requirements. So in my mind, I was going to keep the car. And so the car was in the process of having tinted windows, a Bluetooth radio, and remote start. Workers at the store, they informed me, which Carhop don't tell you this. I'm pretty sure it's in a small fine print. Carhop's car has a tracker in it and a disabilizer. Changed my bank account information. They were taking $400 every 2 weeks out my account for this piece of shit. One day I went to go somewhere. I went to start the car and the car did not start. It was the last straw. Now the shit doesn't want to start. So when my mom got her new car, she told me about the dealership she went to. So when that car didn't start, I was like, that's it. Once I get the car started, I go down to the dealership my mom went to. I'm explaining the situation. I was like, yeah, I'm dealing with a bad dealership right now. And the guy was like, please don't tell me you're talking about Carhop. Damn, I didn't even tell you guys the dealership. They're that bad, huh? And they have to help a few people who bought some crap ass cars from them. He's looking at my situation. I'm still in finance with this car. And so he's not sure they will be able to finance me for another car. My credit ain't that good to begin with. But they just were dealing with my mom and everything worked out with her. So he's like, let me see what I can do for you. So he picked up the phone. He dialed some numbers. So when he got done talking to whoever, he came up to me and he's like, good news, we were able to finance you. The first car they showed me, it was some small blue car. I wasn't really feeling it. I think it was like a Honda. The next car they showed me, and it was a 2009 Toyota Camry. Let me take this car for a test drive. Drove perfectly. Okay, God, take the wheel on this one and steer me in the right direction. To keep using that piece of shit car because I still have to go to work. My car's in the shop. This ain't my car no more. This is a rental. I'm so happy I was, because when I went to work one day, that one saying is wrong place one time. Like I parked at the wrong place at the wrong time. One of the clients down there took a rock or whatever, throwing it at the windshield, and they cracked the windshield. The next day, my ex, he ended up breaking both of the side mirrors. Don't care. The money they took from me in general with the inspection should be more than enough to cover whatever damage is done to that car. I did not mean for the car to get that fucked up before I took it back, but hey, figured I don't even want to deal with these people. I don't even want to talk to these motherfuckers. So I had my ex, the same one that broke up both the side mirrors off, follow me in my new car to the dealership. They were still open too. I drove right in front of the entrance of the door, so that way when they come out that building, they can't miss that car. Parked right there, turned the car off, left the key in the ignition, got out the car, I left them a little note, say here's your fuckery ass car back. I left on Credit Karma because now I want that piece of shit car off my credit report. They breached the contract, take that shit off. And they took that shit off my credit score. Now, let's fast forward. I'm at home one day, I'm just chilling, and there's a knock on my door. Now, anybody who knows me, if you come to my door unannounced, I ain't opening shit for you. You can stay out there knocking. The person who was knocking on my door left like a yellow envelope. They slid it under the door. I open it and I see that I'm being sued. I'm in disbelief. Who the fuck is suing me? Motherfucking Carhop suing me for the auction off to whoever stupid ass brought that car. They were suing me for the remainder of that bill. So I called out the courts to see if this is legit, because it can't be. I'm a non-believer. I'm not believing this shit. No. The lady on the phone told me, yep, this legit. I laughed. Well, I still have all my evidence, and so I know they won't be getting a dime. She had a good laugh. I had a good laugh. Hung up the phone in the conversation. So that is all from my car dealership of horror story. If anybody out there dealt with a dealership that you wish you never went through, let us know. We need to know these scam ass dealerships out here. And the number one on the scam ass dealership is Carhop. Please, you guys, I cannot beg you enough. I cannot express to you enough. Every time I see somebody walk out the door, if I'm driving by, I'm just like, That poor stupid bastard. If only they knew. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the page if you're not already subscribed. And let's not forget, sharing is caring. So if you know somebody that might use this advice in their life or where not to go shopping for a car, share the video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, but most importantly and always remember, if you need a car, don't go to Carhop.